Today's Saturday, August 17th. It's probably a little after 6:30 now. Me and Case are out here removing the dry cows. Right now they're in 18 that we use for a cooling pond, and they're going to head up to 13 to get their first break for the night. They're actually getting, right now they're just getting half filled, so they're getting the whole front half, which would be about 3 acres, and then they'll get the other 3 acres tomorrow night. Come on. Come on. It's a little difficult to get these cows out of the gate and to make them turn right to walk up the lane without having the back half of them following up the fence line, still inside the pasture. So you kind of got to be on your toes. I had to get Case out of the driver's seat just in case we start having trouble, because once they start going up the fence line, then it's a pain in the butt to get them out. So just got to make sure we're on top of our game once we get them to the gate. We don't have to do it a whole lot, so we don't build another gate in the other corner or anything like that. You just got to be paying attention what you're doing when you're pushing the cows out to get them all over in the corner and get them out the gate. Come on! Come on! Can you holler? What? Let's go! We'll get these gates changed and closed around, and then Case can drive us up for the rest of the way. As you can see, we got some big washouts to fix. We just got the belly dump hooked up back to the old truck, and Wes got a bunch of dirt piled up this morning. He actually, I think he just hauled up the first couple loads of dirt. Slow down, you don't fix the cows. Slow down. Just let them walk. So Case here, he's been driving this since this was new. We got it in January 2018. Actually, I think it's basically January 1st, 2018. And so that's been a year and a half. And then before that, from the time he was about 5, he's been driving. You can stop right here.
It's almost
You can stop right here.
it's almost the end of summer.
Yeah. He's been driving this since he was or he's been driving since he was about 5. Before this, we had a John Deere Gator 825i, and that's what he learned to drive on. And he started driving that about 5 years old or so. So we'll get the gate closed here, and yeah, dry cows are grazing. It's still really hot, like I was saying a while ago, but there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's only supposed to cool down to 80 degrees sometime tonight, so cows are used to it as long as we don't stress them out too much. They got a little bit of shade up in the corner if they do get a little hot, and actually there's a little bit of shade over here in this corner too, so they're fine. Ain't gonna hurt them none. And yeah, it's just what we have to deal with. But group 1's about ready to leave the feed lane, so we got to go get them ready, and then go help Wes. But I guess real quick I'll show you. Hey, turn the Ranger off. So I just got this out today, and got the cooler ready to go. And what this is, maybe some ideas for you guys if you kind of do the same stuff I got to do. But let's see, where do I start this? For years, I would say the last few years, back when we had the Gator, I could never find anything that I really wanted to be able to store stuff in. I mean, yeah, you have the toolboxes and all that John Deere makes for the Gator and all that, but it wouldn't really work for what I wanted to carry. And like I was saying before, when we had the Gator, I tried some plastic containers, just little, the little, what are they, like 12 inches by 8 inches wide, 3 or 4 inches deep. Had about 4 of them that I put stuff in. Needles, syringes, gloves, bottles of medicine, things like that I needed to carry with me all the time. And that just didn't work because, like, right now, as hot as it is, I would have to worry about medicine getting too hot, and if I had sticks of chalk, they would melt, things like that, so that wasn't going to work. And then also when it was cold, I'd have to worry about the medicine freezing and just, yeah, stuff like that. And it would rain and they'd get full of water, or they'd get dirt in them too because they didn't seal it very good. So last year, right before calving season, about right now, I bought this, just an Arctic, I can't remember what size it is. It's a 110. Paid like $250 for it, and my idea was, I was thinking only if they made a vet box that would fit a Ranger cargo box. And then so the idea came in my head, a big cooler. So what I got in here is, it's a little bit of a mess, but I got syringes, I got needles, I got dexamethasone, I got oxytocin, I got Lutalice, I got bottles of Exceed, I got some vitamin B, let's see, oxytocin, I got a bottle of Draxxin in here. Where's the Draxxin? Draxxin's right there. Got transfer needles for when I vaccinate. I got IV hoses in here. Calf pulling handles and chain sleeves. There's only 2 things I can think of that I'm missing right now, and that is some rubber gloves and a couple bottles of CMPK. And then actually most times I don't even have to worry about having to put the bottles of CMPK in some hot water, because it's usually warm temperature in there when it's cold outside. I guess I should have said that first, but yeah, everything stays. I mean, just by filling in here, I mean it's noticeably cooler inside the cooler, and everything stays sealed up. It stays clean inside. I don't have to worry about dust blowing in it. I've had it with ice sitting on top of it. I've had it in downpours, all types of weather, and never had to worry about any of the medicine or anything like that getting hot or getting cold, or any of my stuff getting ruined. Even on rainy days, I'll take my clipboard, which I don't have it with me. Clipboard with list of cows on it. I'll stick it in here and just leave it in here so it'll stay dry and don't have to worry about it. Yeah, just about anything that I might need during calf season, it's in that box. I like I said, there's a few things missing in it right now. I just got it out today, put it back in the back, and just getting it ready to go. So I know there's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to forget to put in there, but for the most part I got all what I need. And then like when I pull up to the feed lane and I got 20 dry cows to dry off, or this morning we moved 31 cows to the close-ups. So I got my needles and syringes. All I got to do is go to the refrigerator. I can put them in here. They're not sitting out in the sun. The bottles of vaccine are not sitting in the sun, and I can pull them out and get them and go vaccinate the cows, and then put them back in there where they're protected, and then get the cows moved where they need to go. There's no running back and forth to the refrigerator, or even I got my other cooler, just my Yeti with my drinks in it. I can put my vaccines in there if I need to. So just an idea. Wish somebody would have told me about this a lot sooner, because it just makes life a lot easier. How many times do you get out to go doctor? Let's take that back. How many times do you get out that you go check your fresh cows, or you go check any of your cows, and somebody's sick or somebody needs something right then, and you don't have it with you, so you got to drive back, open and close all the gates, and drive to wherever you keep all your stuff and get it, and then go back. You just cost yourself 20 minutes or so. So this just makes it a hell of a lot faster and a lot easier, and just makes things better and faster and easier. Let's go, buddy. So yeah, so on one of the very first videos that I did, I think it was the third one I made, it was 48 hours in the rain. I went over to get a cow and a calf just because it was cold and wet. I didn't want to leave her over there all night by herself and having the calf, getting hypothermia or anything like that. So I went over there, and if I'd have had this, I would have been better off with all my stuff in the back, but I was just in the tractor in the little trailer, and there was a cow that was choking on afterbirth and ended up collapsing, and I just had to go barehanded all the way up to all the way up into her throat, past her molars. I could feel her molars on the side of my wrist, and pulled out about 3 foot of afterbirth and saved her life. But if I'd have had this, I could have got some rubber gloves on, and I could have done whatever. And then if I would have had nothing, or not been able to think fast enough that she was choking, and had to go back and get to get supplies, she would have been dead. So yeah, just an idea for if you need something like it too. So with that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Let's go, buddy.
That's it?